All right, big 49ers update here from the facility. Deebo Samuel did not practice today, obviously has the rib injury that we already knew about, but the 49ers in the days after the game against the New York Giants found that Deebo Samuel is also dealing with a knee issue. Not specified how severe it was. I wouldn't freak out about it. I saw Deebo just chilling out in the locker room today. He wasn't getting treatment or anything, so it could be that the 49ers are just easing him back right now through some of the rehab procedures. And the good news for them is that Brandon Aiyuk is back out at practice again with that shoulder issue. Remember that he was limited on Monday, limited again today, had a blue non-contact jersey, but to me, Brandon Aiyuk looked like he was doing everything out there for the 49ers during warm-ups. Running fine, catching fine, even threw a few passes to teammates out there on the practice field. The 49ers have filled out the rest of their practice squad. We are anticipating some moves. Remember, I predicted they'd bring back Trey Swilling. I was wrong. They did not bring back Trey Swilling. The 49ers signed Kendall Sheffield, cornerback originally drafted by the Atlanta Falcons, Ohio State guy who has burner speed, or at least had burner speed. He once ran a 4.25 40-yard dash. Now, Kendall Sheffield's been in the league for a few years, has dealt with a lot of injuries. So one of those injuries was a foot injury, a ton of undisclosed injuries. So it could be that they're lower body injuries. He's not as fast anymore. But the 49ers obviously saw enough from Kendall Sheffield to bring him in, and he's out at practice right now. Trey Norwood, originally brought into the league by Pittsburgh, 7th round draft pick. Safety is out at 49ers practice right now. He's also on the practice squad, and so is the former Cal tight end, Jake Tonjes. Tonjes out there really replaces Troy Fumagalli, the veteran who the 49ers released from the practice squad just a few days ago. So Sheffield, Norwood, Tonjes, welcome to the 49ers. They are now on the football team. The 49ers now have a full 16-man practice squad. And as far as the rest of the injury report goes on the field, Dre Greenlaw was working off on the side today. He's got the ankle injury after turning his ankle against the Giants, but he's out there working on the field, not actually practicing. So I think that the injury report is decently positive for Dre Greenlaw. Ambry Thomas coming back from the knee issue, also at practice for the 49ers. So it's mainly Deebo Samuel, the one to worry about right now, at least a little bit. But again, I would temper those worries because I did see Deebo in the locker room and he did seem fine in that regard. So 49ers getting ready for the Arizona Cardinals. I would say that the main theme in the locker room as far as preparing for the Cardinals goes has been Joshua Dobbs, the quarterback. He's not afraid to slide. Remember my initial scouting report yesterday? I said this guy's taking on tacklers. This guy is playing with nothing to lose. He walked into the Cardinals team store the other day and they didn't even have his jersey. He was trying to buy a jersey that said Dobbs on it for his family. Signed about a month ago, replacing Kyler Murray, who's hurt right now. Joshua Dobbs has played fearlessly. The 49ers were surprised that Daniel Jones didn't even try the zone read, even though that had been his MO entering the game against the 49ers last week. So they think that Joshua Dobbs is definitely going to run. They know that James Conner is definitely going to run, the 233-pound back. Nick Bosa even said he thought that Arizona clearly was playing harder than Dallas last week. So the 49ers are going to get a high-effort team with nothing to lose coming here to Levi Stadium, to the helmet, right? There's the 49ers Stadium. They're going to get this team, a high-effort Arizona team that feels like they have nothing to lose coming into Levi's this weekend, and that's always a challenging time in the NFL. That being said, the 49ers are 14-point favorites in this game because they got a whole lot of star power. Almost all of it was out on that practice field today, maybe except for Deebo Samuel, and even Dre Greenlaw, as I said, was working off on the side. On that note, I prepared something special for you. This came out a little bit ago, but this is 49ers ties 6,000 miles away in Europe, where Czech offensive linemen in Prague take the game so seriously that they even tattoo a diagram of the play power, like power run, pull blocking guard, onto their arm. Check this out, check out the article, and we'll talk to you all very soon. So there are thousands of murals in the Mission District here in San Francisco, and of course, a few of them are dedicated to the 49ers, as you see behind me. Maybe I'll give you a tour of some of the 49ers murals in the Mission at a later date. But I just want to talk about football, community, and what the 49ers mean to not just the city of San Francisco, but it turns out they play football in Prague, in the Czech Republic as well. I wrote a piece about this. Now, full disclosure, I'm a dual citizen of the U.S. and the Czech Republic, so I was able to get some special access to check out the Prague Black Panthers. That's an American football team that was founded just after the fall of communism in the early 1990s back in Prague. These guys, at the time, you have to remember, put this into context, at the time, 1989 was when the revolution happened there. Joe Montana was the biggest star in the NFL. So the first quarterback for the Prague Black Panthers wore number 16 in honor of Joe Montana. They even joked, you had a situation where an American, Kyle Newhall Caballero, who played for Brown, played a little bit in the offseason for the Raiders. He was their quarterback one season. They allow up to 3 Americans per team. He showed up over there, and they have a team gym that's kind of in the outskirts of the city. And he didn't know how to get to the gym. He had to take public transportation to the gym, and they have a subway and they have trams there. And his teammates told him, just take the Joe Montana tram. What does that mean? Well, it means the number 16 tram painted in red and white, 49ers colors. So 49ers football entrenched 6,000 miles away. The reason this article came out this week is because the first NFL Europe game of the season is happening on Sunday in London at Wembley Stadium. That's a 2-hour flight from Prague. The big European league, the biggest one in Germany, they just concluded their season, and the Rhein Fire, who were coached by former 49ers coach Jim Tom Sula, actually won the whole thing. Prague in their Austrian league went 10-0 this year. It was their best season in franchise history, and their stories are unbelievable. They have a guy who's a trauma surgeon by night and a football player by day. How about that? Just pure, unadulterated passion for the game of football. And it links back to the 49ers. And you know what the best part is? This 10-0 season for the Prague Black Panthers, their coach, Spencer Ford, a 49ers fan up from Humboldt County. So check it out. This story is up on The Athletic right now. Prague, the 49ers, and connections to Europe for American football as the NFL gets prepared to kick off its 5-game international series. Now, I'm back here in America. I'm back here by the 49ers mural. Beautiful 24th Street in San Francisco. Might as well tie this in. 24th is awesome in the Mission. A lot of good taquerias, all the murals in the Mission. Just sweet spots on this tree-lined street, including this 49ers mural at 24th and Treat. So a couple blocks away from 24th and Shotwell, which is one of the more popular intersections in this neighborhood. All right, check it out. Off to practice. We'll see you soon.